Now, it is the sunset days of Dr. Patrick Njoroge as the 9th governor of the Central Bank of Kenya. Tonight, we look at one feature that has defined his 8 years at the helm: consolidation of the banking sector. To what extent does the raft of mergers and acquisitions in the sector define Njoroge's legacy? Brian George now brings us the details.
On the 13th of October 2015, Kenya's banking sector suffered a blow as mid-tier lender Imperial Bank was placed under receivership over what was termed as unsound business conditions. The date was just 2 days shy of Dr. Patrick Njoroge's assumption of office at the top of the Apex Bank. What was more, the bank was going under, having floated a 2 billion shillings bond, implying prior to its collapse, its books had been combed through by two regulators, the Central Bank of Kenya and the Capital Markets Authority. 6 months later, Dr. Patrick Njoroge would be grappling with yet another shockwave in the banking industry. Another mid-tier lender, Chase Bank, would be placed under receivership on April 7, 2016, with the Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation (KDIC) appointed the receiver. Again, the bank went under, having floated a 4.8 billion shillings bond, raising questions of oversight of two regulators, Central Bank of Kenya and the Capital Markets Authority. It did not help matters that prior to these two incidences, Dubai Bank had been placed under receivership in 2014. This baptism of fire set the tone for Kenya's 9th central bank governor. Banking sector consolidation would be a defining trait of his 8 years at the helm of the central bank, sought a leaner but stronger and better capitalized industry. During his tenure, First Community Bank had been acquired by Somalia's Premier Bank Limited. Mayfair CIB had been acquired by Commercial International Bank of Egypt. Equity Bank has acquired partial assets of cash-strapped Spire Bank. Jamii Bora Bank has been acquired by Cooperative Bank. KCB Group acquired certain assets of Imperial Bank Limited, as well as wholly acquired National Bank. Nigeria's Access Bank has acquired Transnational Bank. The State Bank of Mauritius acquired both Fidelity Commercial Bank and Chase Bank. And Njoroge Bank has been acquired by I&M Bank Limited. Consolidation under Dr. Patrick Njoroge's reign as central bank governor did not only affect commercial banks, but microfinances equally saw some huge activity. In February 2022, for example, the first microfinance bank was acquired by a digital lender, and this trend has since picked up pace. Under Dr. Patrick Njoroge, Branch International has acquired Century Microfinance Bank, Uwezo Microfinance has been acquired by Salam Africa Bank, and Maisha Microfinance has been acquired by Cactus Katina. Still on matters regarding market oversight, it will be remembered that it is under Dr. Patrick Njoroge that the proliferating digital lenders came under the ambit of the Central Bank of Kenya, following the adoption of the Central Bank of Kenya Digital Credit Providers Regulation of 2021. The move was aimed at restoring sanity in a rapidly growing space, widely accused of having rogue players. As we speak, there are 32 digital credit providers licensed to operate in the country. Consolidations and resolutions might have been a big characteristic dotting Dr. Patrick Njoroge's tenure as central bank governor. And as Kenyans expect his successor, stability of the banking sector remains of key concern, especially at a time when the sector is dealing with the multiplicity of shocks affecting the industry. Brian George, NTV, the 9th Governor Special Edition.